Her headlights cut through the dense darkness, revealing only a few feet of the winding road ahead. Every twist and turn seemed to heighten her anxiety. She was almost there. Just a few more miles and she would be home. Home, where her childhood memories resided. Home, where her past awaited her. The looming silhouette of the house materialized from the fog, a stark contrast against the pitch-black canvas of the night. Sarah's childhood home, once a symbol of warmth and laughter, now stood silent and imposing, a monument to a past long buried. The rusted gate creaked open with a mournful groan, and Sarah drove the car through, the gravel crunching beneath the tires. A sense of dread washed over her as she stopped the car in front of the decaying porch. The heavy oak door creaked open with a groan, releasing a musty odor that sent shivers down Sarah's spine. The entryway was dark and dusty, cobwebs clinging to the corners like forgotten memories. A grandfather clock stood sentinel in the corner, its hands frozen in time, a reminder of the years that had passed. Sarah took a tentative step forward, the floorboards groaning beneath her feet. The living room was a ghost of its former self. Furniture was shrouded in white sheets, casting long, eerie shadows across the room. A lone doll sat on the floor, its porcelain face cracked, and its vacant eyes staring at Sarah with an unsettling intensity. The air grew colder as Sarah ascended the narrow staircase, each step echoing in the cavernous silence. The attic was a labyrinth of forgotten belongings, each object a silent reminder of the past. Cobwebs draped the furniture like shrouds, and a single bare light bulb cast an eerie glow, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Suddenly, the rocking chair in the corner began to creak back and forth on its own. A cold sweat prickled Sarah's skin, and the hairs on her arms stood on end. A sense of foreboding drew Sarah towards the creaking basement door. As she descended the rickety stairs, the air grew thicker, and the darkness pressed upon her. The flickering candlelight barely illuminated the damp stone walls, and the strange symbols scrawled upon them. A low, guttural growl echoed from the shadows, sending chills down Sarah's spine. She knew then that she was not alone. The entity stepped out of the shadows, its form shifting and changing like smoke in the wind. Its eyes glowed with an unnatural light, and its voice, when it spoke, was a chilling rasp. "You shouldn't have come back," it hissed. Sarah felt fear coursing through her veins, but she knew she had to be strong. She had to face this entity, whatever it was, and protect herself. Sarah's heart hammered against her ribs as she sprinted through the dark hallways of the house. The entity's guttural growls echoed behind her, spurring her on. She could almost feel its icy breath on her neck, smell its putrid decay. She burst through the front door, the night air a welcome relief against her clammy skin. She didn't stop running until she reached the rusty gate, her lungs burning and her legs screaming in protest. With a final burst of strength, she pushed open the gate and stumbled onto the road. She didn't look back. She just kept running, the entity's enraged screams fading into the distance. Sarah collapsed onto the driver's seat, her body trembling uncontrollably. The adrenaline slowly ebbed away, replaced by a bone-deep exhaustion and a chilling sense of dread. She stared out at the rising sun, its warm light a stark contrast to the horrors she had just witnessed. The house on the hill stood silhouetted against the horizon, its secrets hidden once more within its decaying walls. Sarah knew she had escaped with her life, but the experience had irrevocably changed her. The ghosts of her past had been awakened, and she knew that they would continue to haunt her long after the memory of that terrifying night had faded.